Hello everyone, welcome to Tech Study with Lalit. In today's video, we are going to understand what is software testing and what are the differences between manual versus automation. Let's start. So, software testing is the process of verifying whether an application works as expected or not. Basically, how we identify what is our expectations and how the application behaves correctly. When we say this is working as expected, for this we follow a requirement doc which we gather from client. So basically, whatever the requirements we are getting from the client, we have a document for that, and we are following that document while we verifying, while we validating test expected versus actual in an application. The main objective of testing is to find defects and ensure the quality. In short, we provide a quality deliverables to our customers or client. So let's move on to the manual testing versus automation testing. As you know, we discussed manual testing yesterday in a previous video. Okay, so today we are going to discuss more about automation testing. So let me briefly explain you what is manual testing. So manual testing is a testing done by manually and basically used to perform the UI validations or look and feel things or any of the new functionality. For those things we require manual testing. Let's say an example of manual testing where a tester manually logs into the application and he enters or she enters wrong credentials and checks whether the application provides the error message correctly or not, and it also verifies the UI alignment of that page. That's how the manual testing works. Let's move on to the automation testing. What is automation testing? Automation testing uses tools and scripts to execute the test cases automatically. Scripts are written using tools like Cypress, Selenium, TestNG, or any other tools like Cucumber VDD. There is a faster execution in case of automation testing, and we have ideal for repetitive tasks like regression testing. We require automation testing for regression test cases. Alright. So here's an example of automation testing is like when a Selenium script automatically logs into the application with multiple usernames and passwords and validate results. So here the automation scripts logged into the application with multiple users and it verifies whether the particular user is able to log into the application successfully or not. If in case we provide the invalid credentials to test whether the application allows that or not, so we can also verify those as a part of that script only. We have to just manipulate, we have to just add the modify the data, test data which we are given into the script. So we have a 10 records, 10 usernames and 10 passwords we have passed into the script. Let's say 5 test data we are providing as a correct or valid data and 5 we are providing as a incorrect or invalid data. So for 5 test cases we should get the success response, and for 5 test cases it should provide the error. the application should throw an error. So that's how this automation testing works in a real time. So let's move on to the deeper, but on a a low level, what all are the differences between manual and automation. So basically we have execution. Execution is done by human in case of manual testing, and execution is done by scripts or tools in case of automation testing. Speed is slow in case of manual testing, and speed is fast in case of automation testing. Initial cost is low for manual testing, but initial cost is high for automation testing. Cost in long term is increased for manual testing, but it is reduced for automation testing. Human intervention is required in case of manual testing, but it is not required in case of automation testing. Accuracy is can have errors in case of manual testing, but in case of automation testing accuracy is very high. Skills required, or manual testing does not require any skills, only testing knowledge is required, but for automation testing we require testing plus programming skills. Best for exploratory, UI, ad hoc and ad hoc testing. So where we need not we have to verify like UI, look and feel things, or any of the new functionality, where we have to do the manual testing. And automation testing is required where we have to do the regression testing, smoke testing, or any of the performance testing. Tools needed, we does not require tools for manual testing. Yes, for automation testing we require Selenium, APM, Cypress, Playwright, etc. So that's all about the manual versus automation testing. If you have any doubt, any questions, please post it on the comment channel, in the comment section of my channel. I can read and I can respond well. If you found this video helpful, like, share and subscribe to Tech Study with Lalit. Thank you. Bye. Meet you soon in the next video on automation testing.